Centuries ago, the land of Danae was settled by the gods, who made a homeland for the elves. Over the years, the elves fought against waves of invasions from humans, dwarves, gnomes, and more. To prevent further incursion, a group came together to create a ritual that would separate Danae into its own demi-plane. While this was successful, it created points of planar instability where denizens of the other planes broke through. In a land on the verge of war, with constant planar invasion, here our adventure begins. This is Fadehome. I'm Olivia, she, they pronouns, and I will be playing the Dungeon Master. So let's get to some introductions. Bobby, would you like to start us out?
Absolutely. I'm Bobby, and I'm playing Swish Mythweaver, an Air Genasi Tempest Cleric of Lear, god of water, navigation, and storms. I'm a free spirit with an adventurous soul. My history of less than legal activities and rocky relationship with my temple has shown me some hard truths of the world, and I intend to use this experience to guide and protect my younger sister on her incipient adventure as we seek answers to questions of lost ancestry.
Okay, and speaking of that sister, Faye, could you introduce yourself?
I sure can. Right. Hey there, hi there, ho there. I'm Faye, I use she, her pronouns. I'll be playing Celtic Mythweaver, said sister. I'm a bit of a rune-child sorcerer with some bardic inspiration thrown into the mix. I have never really left the village that I've been born in until now, but now because my bigger sibling found a story of our common ancestor to divinity times, I get to explore and find out more about them now. And I'm glad I get to wear pants too for the first time, out and about. But yeah, that's me.
All right, Kong, let's get an introduction.
All right, I am Kong. He, him. I am a quick-step bloodsinger called Rinjig Zafin. Through unfortunate circumstances, I've lost my family and friends. There seem to be no possibilities for finding my way back home. While finding people to trust and with is no easy feat, I will likely need them to gain the knowledge and strength required for this endeavor.
Okay. And Thomas, you want to introduce us to our bitey boy?
Oh, but I will. I will nonetheless. Hi there, gentle folks. I'm Thomas. He, they. I'll apologize in advance because I'm a little bit sneezy today. So if you see a bit of this, yeah, exactly. I apologize in advance. I'll be playing Fiddick Asterfen. I'm a fawn, Way of Mercy, monk, a refugee who escaped the wars and intrigues of the Fey Court with my family to the relative peace and safety of Danae. I'm imbued with strange abilities. I'm otherwise down to earth, positive, and empathic. When worse comes to worse, I'm ready to fight savagely with teeth, hooves, and fists to protect those I care about, and with the desperation of someone whose life depends on it. I carry a smile, an old children's doll, an intricate raven's mask, and a supernatural weight on my shoulder that pushes me into danger with the eagerness of someone whose life depends on it.
All right. Now that we're back, let us recap the last session. Last week, Cirla and Swish talked about their meeting with Eilil, a cursed bard who poorly interpreted one of the Mythweaver stories, in their opinion. Returning to a tavern, they heard news of a big political update where the former Prince of Nerthos is marrying Prince Miria of Andalusia, the human lands. So they also encountered some mixed reactions of folks who agreed or disagreed with that political marriage. They then set out outside of Daris to track down a I totally lost my train of thought. A planar disturbance that they had been told about somewhere northwest of Darris. There, they found some tree people or petrified peat cutters. And they fought these parasites and a shambling mound of peat. This was eventful, as 2 people ended up almost getting swallowed and almost getting killed. But through teamwork, the party survived and were helped in the end by a druid who informed them that there is more to come. So as you guys settle down, Fiddick on the ground, struggling to return to life, she says, I hope you're prepared, because there's gonna be more of them.
No,
More.
no.
I think one was plenty, actually. Thank you.
How do you know this?
Well, I've seen several. I've been doing my best to fight them off on my own, but it's been a little tough, and I'm close to tapped.
I should imagine, yeah. By yourself.
I mean, same here. And we were all of us together. What are these things?
They're parasites called bark burrs that petrify their victims and turn them into trees. And she's going to walk over to the 2 petrified elves and lay her hands on them and cast Lesser Restoration. As the 2 of them, as she casts the spell twice, emerge from their trees, gasping. She says, welcome back. Hope you got your feet under you.
Oh.
You guys live not far. And she's going to gesture to Isla and says, you, girl, go escort him back. Meet up with us when you're done. I'm sure you can avoid danger if you get my meaning.
Stay safe, Isla.
Hmm?
Stay safe, Isla.
So Isla will collect those 2 individuals and escort them back to their homes, hopefully in safety. As
Don't you hopefully us.
Hopefully she won't
motherfucker.
die off screen.
Surprise! As the druid will say, I'm Shayla. I assume you're coming from sent by Naramis. Good thing you came in time.
Good thing you did too. Aside, Fiddick, do you...
I can stand. I think. Let me try.
She's going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yes, I have a lot of room for cure wounds, I gotta say.
You now have 7 points of more healing damage.
Okay,
That's a lot,
I will
though.
negatively take that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As Shayla says, I'd help out, but I'm almost tapped and I need my spells for these motherfuckers.
Well, yes, I mean, they seem to be in dire straits than I. It's gonna be a rough walk wherever it is that we're going, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Also, my name is Ringjig Zafin. These are my companions. Fiddick Asterfin. Swish. And I'm sorry, just Dreamweaver?
Sarah, Mythweaver.
Close to it.
Mythweaver. No, I know
Yeah.
Sarah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Mythweaver as well. And
We're symbiotes. We have the same
well,
last name.
The
Isla,
Mythweavers.
Isla, who you sent away, which I hope she'll be okay.
I
mean-
think she will.
So what are you doing here then? Were
This
you-
is my home. I've been trying to deal with these little leeches, but I needed a bit of help.
Well, is there any place we can rest at? I think Fiddick needs a safe place, and
I'll be
Tired.
fine, kid. You don't need to dote over me like I'm an old dying man. Not yet, at the very
Well,
least.
You're not an old
Inside
guy.
check on I'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No, I would
try
say
me.
middle-aged, for sure.
That one, yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, I can take you to my home, but I don't know if any of those guys will be waiting
They'll be
for
fine.
us. They've been everywhere.
Okay,
Alright.
and your home is in the bogs, the peat bogs.
Yeah. This is my swamp. My bog.
Well, I have to say, I fully understand druids who choose to live in forests, temperate forests, without that many insects. But a bog? Honestly, you could have chosen anything. I mean, even the mountains must be better than this.
Bog has a spirit of his own. The peat. It's alive, just like anything else. It's a source of power.
Bless
Well-
your face.
Sorry.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, but
How so?
Well, everything is a little bit alive. I suppose the bog is as well.
Oh, the power, though.
Everything in nature got its spirits, even the littlest of pebbles. Though those are tiny. The bog's got its own spirit, and the forests have their spirit in the hills and the mountains. And the
Oh.
more you learn to guide yourself to them, the more you form a relationship. You understand. It's symbiosis.
so
Rune
your
Jake's gonna
relationship
look
with-
down at his feet and be like, "This kind of makes you nervous about where to stand."
Well, he was about to become one with the bog, so that's not a symbiosis I'm eager to re-experience, honestly. So, how about you show us where you live, and perhaps we can help you with
Alright.
more of those pests with a better strategy next time.
Like, don't use lightning.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Well, now you know, Swish.
There was no way to know that in
More
advance.
you know.
But do you think it'd be safe to take a rest here for a moment, or should we get to a different place, or should we check on your home, or
Or is it?
kind of have our
Is-
depth here?
An hour or two, well, you're slow. Might be
Slow?
probably 2 rounds. I mean, you can't move through the bog as well.
Yeah. I don't like it.
But it's up to you whether you want to try and take a rest here or wait till we get to my place. But
Everything's soppy here. I'd be willing to make an hour trek to be dry again, honestly.
I agree, and Fiddick did say he would be fine.
And you fully believed me.
Yes, I did. If anyone missed it, Insight 13 versus 18 Deception. So
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't want to bog down with rolls, but I got Swish fooled.
She kind of looks you up and down and gets an insight of 17 and says, "Alright, if you say so."
Yes, I do. Let's just get on our way, and we'll rest once we're in a safe space with a little less bugs.
Alright, so she will expertly guide you through the bog as it gets more watery, and there's even a little stream. And she will take you to an area where you see in the distance a flat rock surrounded by stones that has a symbol on the ground. And you also see, well, make perception checks.
Yeah. Let's do that. So good at that.
It has a mighty 10.
I got a 14.
15
Solid
green.
17.
Clerics be wise.
That is something we're known for.
Oh, that's a fucking cool map.
Ooh.
And you
Very
guys
nice.
see crawling around on the ground two
Oh,
of those
fuckers.
little parasitic creatures.
No.
Ah!
No.
That's
Oh,
not this
mother son
again.
of a fuck.
Pressing control to turn the eye closed in Skyrim.
Alright. Let's all make stealth checks, unless...
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't want any of that, so yes, I'm trying the stealth.
Probably stealth.
You got a 3.
Oh, no.
That's going
Oh
to
my
be a
God.
nat 1 from Swish for a total of 2.
Piddick is going to be a little bit more vanished at 17.
Okay.
12.
Let's see. That's... Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's
The
not.
creatures will turn and notice you, and we will get some initiative up.
Ah!
Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
God damn it.
At least there's no shambling mound.
This
If you
is
want to
damn-
lightning these, you're good to go.
Would you stop jinxing everything? If a shambling mound shows up now, I'm blaming you personally.
This damn water, though.
Out of game, I was the reason for the shambling mound, apparently.
I know. I'm blaming you personally again.
So, as this is difficult terrain, everyone but Shayla will be at half movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Round it up or down?
Always down by...
Yeah,
No,
down.
always up for the player. Always up for the player.
No.
Oh, really?
Always down
Yeah.
for everyone. That's...
Oh, okay.
I always say down for everyone, because...
Down for everyone.
Racing.
Alright,
Oh, with movement speed, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. That makes sense.
Do we have everyone? I think we are missing Swish.
Wish.
What?
You're not in the initial
You
track,
didn't
I've rolled.
toggle
12.
combat.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a 12.
Okay, can you put yourself in the turn order, and then I can update you.
Yes.
I don't even see the turn.
It's on the
So don't
combat.
roll initiative, click on your token, right click, and then toggle combat. Okay, cool.
Okay.
There you go. And do that before you roll. Next time. But
Now you
now-
tell me. Yeah, I will.
I've never had to do that, but yeah, I guess I just leave it on.
That's weird.
Alright, so Shayla is the first to react, and she will say, well, shit.
Since the game is
You-
paused, She's the only one who's allowed to move. Yes.
Move up and use her great club to
Ooh.
try and hit this
So
creature.
I can kind of
which
circle
missed it.
around
Okay.
15 feet to the west and cast a Mind Sliver on the closest one. I think the intelligence save is 13.
Okay. That one will make an intelligence save, which is a 7.
That failed, so can you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah. Isn't it a D4?
Yeah.
D6.
No, Mind Sliver's a D6.
You think of Vicious
Okay.
Mockery.
I always
That's
confuse
a
the
1.
two as well.
Alright, so they take 1 point of mind damage, and the next saving throw they make is a negative D4.
Unfortunately,
Right.
it does
Yeah.
not take mind damage, but the next save they will minus D4, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Aside from that, I have nothing else. My computer is lagging, so I'm going to give it a hard restart.
All right.
I'll be right back. Sorry about
We'll
this.
see you when you get back.
We're professionals here, by the way.
Yes.
You don't have
You guys
top-end
are.
software.
All right. And Reen, you're up.
Alright. Well. Reen will go into his second Blood Song of the day. As he kind of does a fancy guard and goes into his stance. That button. Oh, okay. Yeah. Made that disappear or something. There we go.
There we go.
Now my speed is 30. So,
I think you can just get into melee.
yeah. Nope. Not
You're
quite.
measuring from Swish.
Oh, that
that
wasn't
was-
me measuring. Yeah, okay,
that was
cool.
me
Thank
measuring.
you. Yeah. We'll go in for, as usual, a booming blade.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I rolled from beyond
Yeah,
for
you
some
rolled
reason.
to hit. Okay, that
we
certainly
are.
hits.
And 6 piercing.
Okay.
Stab. And that's all.
Okay. The bark burr will dash and move 10 feet, and that will be its turn. Swish.
Wait, they are native
Did you
to this environment and are still in
They're
difficult
not
terrain.
native to the water,
Oh, okay, fair.
as it had to
That's
cross.
straight up water there, yeah.
You said this is all difficult terrain.
Yes, and you round down your movement.
Got it.
If you're dashing, you can just keep it, the full 35.
Is...
Right.
All right.
Yeah, that poor little guy back there.
He's doing his best.
So Swish is going to so Swish is going to do some fancy movement with their arms and say something along the lines of "Ad alibi," and just suddenly kind of like swirl around and just vanish, and then reappear right about
Ooh.
there
Okay,
using Misty Step.
nice.
And we'll then move there and simply attempt to crush this thing with a warhammer. I don't remember if lightning worked on these, and I'm scared to use it, so it's going to be warhammer.
Okay.
A 22 to hit.
Okay, that will certainly hit.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Vidic.
Right. And I assume that this walk that took 1 hour to get here, that wasn't not a short rest. I'm completely out of resources, so all I can do is move 20 feet, even though my speed is 45 divided by 2. And then, since it's within 15, I could throw my only spear at it. But it's in melee, which I think is going to give me disadvantage, right?
It's not in melee with you. It's just if you roll a natural 1, your friends might be in danger.
Considering how hectic it is, how wounded I am, and how unlucky I've been, I think I'm just going to dodge for this round.
Okay. All right. The bark burr, it was injured by the most by Reen. So it is going to try and remove Reen as a problem with its poison barb. That's a 22 to hit.
I'll let it hit me.
Okay. That's 7 piercing and 3 poison, and please make a con save.
Oof.
Okay, you are restrained
Oh no.
as you start to feel wooden.
I think we've all felt that super fun sensation, right?
Mhm.
Nope.
Well, no,
This is the first time
you're
for
always
me,
so
but-
far away. Of course, you don't get anything bad, but we all have.
Yeah.
I think I succeeded my
Thing.
constitution.
So Shayla is going to come in with her great club and hopefully hit with a 23 for 3 slashing. Why is it slashing? It should be
It was
bludgeoning.
great club slashing. Hold up a minute.
Hold up, this is a homebrew, so. And 4 acid for 7 damage. And she gets multi-attack because she's special. And goes in with the great club again.
How is your face?
I know. Ooh, so spam.
For a 20 to hit for 3 bludgeoning and 7 acid, as you see bits of, it wouldn't be acidic, it would be basic water dip onto the leech for 10 damage. And the leech is looking messed up. Sarah.
Okay, so difficult terrain we have here. Yeah. So this Barkbur is currently trying to
Yes.
become one with our resident Quickstep.
Yeah, I should put it on his.
Oh,
on
tiny.
his token. Yeah, it is tiny.
Oh, he's small.
Reen
So
will make
she's
his
going
save.
She was going to try and hit this thing with fire and kill it with fire.
Okay.
Realizes now that there are multiple people in the way. Just decides, and then turns to the other one and just lets it rip. And instead of the usual like red fire that comes from her her firebolt looks to be more of a almost ethereal see-through, sort of like pale white.
Okay.
She's gonna try and hit the other one.
All right. This
For
one
a,
over here.
Which one?
The one that's with everyone, or the you said the other one.
The other one, because I don't want to hit my allies.
Okay. Sounds good.
So it's a dirty 20,
That'll hit.
and we're going to roll that damage there. Oh yeah, 1. Count it. Points of fire damage.
One whole fire.
One whole fire. I think that's the first time she's cast that spell in this campaign, so might make sense. I don't know.
As you've now learned, it's a terrible spell, and you should never cast it again.
Mm-hmm. She's usually better about this, but that's with like a setup target, like maybe some
Mm-hmm.
It's half submerged into water. That's
Yeah,
why you missed.
She kind of offered. Yeah, it's just not a whole thing for her. But yeah, that's going to be her turn. She's got no BAs left. Got no
Okay.
boner actions.
And with that, it is Reen. Reen, you're up.
Or maybe he
Cog.
muted.
Sorry.
It is your turn.
You went back. You were unmuted and you went back to muted.
I know. There was going to be background noise.
Okay.
It's at the end of my turn, or
It is your turn.
save.
It is your turn. You're fine, but you are. You're not.
The save
restrained.
though? Do I get it at the end of the turn?
You do not get a save yet. You can try and detach it, which would be an athletics check. At disadvantage because you are restrained, or you can attack as usual.
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It is now
the
Up to him.
the token shrunk down to like a quarter of its size.
Yeah, because it is tiny. I just fixed it.
So there's only the one though, right?
Yes.
No, there. Well, and
Well,
the
there's
one
the
on
second
you.
one that's making its way, but there's only one on you.
Oh, I couldn't see the one on my token. I
Oh,
thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
there.
dead. So, well, when it did that, I guess technically it moved, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess it would have taken the damage.
The one damage
Okay.
that I had rolled.
Yeah, 1 buddies.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll do. No, I'll just attack it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Here
Oh,
comes the
sorry.
That will certainly. Oh, you have disadvantage.
Yeah. Cool.
Still.
But I'll still hit.
Mhm. And oh, what?
How?
Come.
How?
All my buttons got messed up. Damn it. There
Oh,
we go.
wow.
Yeah.
12
Oh,
here.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Looking quite bad.
Right. Bonus action to do nothing.
Okay.
choice.
The next leech will scuttle along, moving 20 feet. The center is not difficult terrain, but you can tell that these move quite slowly. And with that, it is Swish's turn.
All right. Well, seeing how small these are,
Now, typically, when something restrains someone, they are also restrained.
No.
No,
No.
it's because the restraint is due to its ability to.
Oh,
turn
it's the
you.
poison thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair. It's not actually grappling or latched
Yeah.
onto.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of
Even then,
latched,
though, it doesn't work that way typically.
Okay.
but
I'm
it's
just trying to find sources of advantage for Swish.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah. Swish is gonna attempt to not injure Rin again. Like
Warhammer to the chest.
yeah. So instead of Warhammer,
I'm not gonna hit Reen.
is going to point at the Barkbird and say Time Dolo. And it will need to make a wisdom saving throw for Toll the Dead.
All right, that's a 13.
Just misses, so it will take the full 2 points of necrotic damage.
Woo!
Hey.
And I don't think I hit. Yeah, no, that'll be about all I can do. So
Okay,
I contributed.
nice. Fiddick.
Right. I will move an additional 15.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, could I target it if I was here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will grab Rin by the shoulder. It'll be fine. Just need to get it off. And then I just open my mouth and just grab the thing and try to wrench it off like a dog with a chew toy.
That will be an athletics check.
Oh well, I meant I was going
Oh,
to
you're
attack
attacking.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm attacking it with
Your goat teeth.
goat teeth, which are much pointier than regular teeth. Hey, guess what? I am still under half HP, so I can use my fanged bite, which I will. For a 9, but that goes to 11, 10, 11, 12.
You should have advantage on that.
With advantage, that's very true.
I got you.
That's worse.
I don't
can't
got you.
roll thing. Look, no one can help me. I am not doing well with any of those rolls. 12 is not enough.
That is a miss.
All right. Well, that sucks. I'm going to bonus action try to. If I grapple it, can I just chuck it?
So
just 5 feet.
yeah,
5 feet.
that would
Basically
be-
a shove. Can I shove
no, because it's latched on.
Okay.
You would have to take an action to get it off.
Then bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay.
Singular. Or
That'll
21, 22, 23, 24. And I will deal 4 points of bludgeoning to it.
Okay, it is very close to being dead.
Damn it.
Anything else, Vidic?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, the Barkbird will use its Lignify ability. And I need Reen to make a con save.
It's what a ability?
Okay.
Lignify.
Ligmify?
Lignify.
Damn.
But what's Ligma?
Reen,
It's not good.
you feel your feet expand and branch into the ground as you are turned to wood
Entirely or just the feet?
entirely.
Fuck.
Luckily for you, Shayla is up next. I'll say, motherfucker. But
what I
you'll
was
cast Lesser Restoration, causing Reen for you to no longer be a tree person. And You
She
do
has
still
so
have.
many of these.
Reen will look horrified, like straight up. You
Yeah.
haven't seen Reen scared. Very scared.
Well, unfortunately, Shayla had to use one of her higher level slots, and she'll say, "I can't do that again."
I believe you. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Reen, it is still attached to you, but you're not restrained. Sarah.
Okay. Seeing an ally get turned to wood. That's not terrifying. So she panics. She tries to hold me closer, tiny dancer. I'm guessing if I try and fire into this many people, it'd be at some sort of disadvantage.
It wouldn't be at disadvantage, but a natural one would be a problem.
Okay.
I mean, don't roll a 1. Super easy.
Yeah.
Barely an
Yeah, just don't roll a
inconvenience.
1. Unless you have the
Uh,
spell sniper feat.
I, in fact, do not.
Okay.
She's not that practiced. Like, how bold would she be feeling in this moment? Hey, Swish. Can you roll me a d20 for sibling purposes?
Sure.
A sibling D20.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Roll
new.
for sibling.
Well, roll for
sibling.
sibling.
14.
Okay. So she probably has a bit of a flash of inspiration from back when she was a kid, and Swish would come to visit every now and again after a certain fiasco happened. And hearing about the outside world from their perspective, and how much more alive they seemed, and how emboldened they were, she kind of takes that feeling into herself, and she's going to try and just protect her friend, or at least her ally, the best she can. So she will try and firebolt this thing.
Okay.
Natural one time, baby. Oh, dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 3 points of damage.
Okay. How much? Which is exactly what you needed to shrivel the little leech up and have it drop from Reen.
Just stop. Hit it from a distance. Don't want to go through this again. Please.
No,
And
please do this again.
Turn around. And just kind of... She can't move any further, but she just kind of tried to step in the vanguard position.
Okay.
And yeah, that's going to be their turn.
All right, Reen.
Okie dokie. Yeah. So
Don't get turned into a tree
that
anymore.
sucked. Reen will run over here and surprise, surprise.
Booming
Gonna hit
blade.
it with a booming blade.
That will
Nice.
certainly hit.
Extra vicious stab this time. I forgot I needed to do damage through this. I need to fix it. Oh,
All right. You do 6 points of damage to it.
And I will use a use of quick step.
Okay. Okay. So I'll start of your next turn.
It's basically a free dodge.
Yeah. Since you moved enough.
Like blur until my next turn.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all.
All right. With only one target, the bark burr will try and climb up your legs, which just a second ago were wooden. And it is going to try a poison barb attack. With disadvantage. Getting an 11. And a 12. And it's Swish's turn.
Did it move and take the booming blade damage?
It does take the booming blade damage. I always forget.
Yes, I didn't roll that, so here we go. Okay, no, that's not how I do it either.
Stop using that that macro
0.
doesn't work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but oh my god, how did I do that before? Here we go. Oh, 8.
5 damage. Or no, 8 damage. Nice.
All right.
And it is Swish.
Yeah. So, seeing it climb up, Grid's like, Swish is gonna be like, fuck this. And cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level
Okay.
at it
I'll get a 1.
for a 19 to hit. Yes.
That will hit.
Alright, and it will take 20
Ooh.
radiant damage.
Ooh.
It's
That is
looking
sexy.
pretty messed up.
And then, is that's a bonus action? That's just enough to, okay. And sorry, I gotta read the description on this to make sure I can do this right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we'll step up just a little closer and is then going to cast Compelled Duel on
Oh.
this bark burr,
Interesting.
Challenge thee.
which is
Weird
a
little
wisdom
slug.
saving throw for the bark burr.
Okay, let's see how wise it is. Not. That's an 11, so it is compelled.
It is compelled. So for the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than Swish, and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away.
Okay. Vidic.
Right. I will move the full 20 I can
Okay.
and
You,
use that as momentum. Oh, sorry.
Water sloshes into your boots, getting your hooves wet.
I mean, I can't really have boots.
Okay, your leg hair is soaked.
Oh, it was. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been inside a shambling mound. I assume it's wet and disgusting in
Yeah.
there. I'm soaked in peat.
How dare
Yeah.
you insult the majesty that is peat?
I went
Being
inside
inside of
him. Yes.
Is
Well,
enveloping and warm and
It
I
was a
promise
hug.
you it was not consensual. But I run 20 feet through.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I slog 20 feet, and taking that as momentum as I aim the spear at the slug, who is, I understand, now glowing, probably like a storm on the horizon of a dark
Yes.
night.
It is very bright.
And I can't miss it, possibly,
You
with
can.
this. I can do
Don't
so
worry.
much. I never forget that I suck, but I will try to throw my spear at it and literally
Okay.
spearfish it off of Rinjik. That is a crit.
Okay, so roll damage,
Nice.
and with your crit, you do manage to, the momentum of the spear actually knocks it off of Reen.
Wonderful. Oops.
You can
Well,
re-roll
I need another d6. So 1 second.
Yeah, and you can re-roll the 1.
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Uh,
Good
wow.
job.
And that's the crit. So it's 4, 5, 6. Anyway, it's 6 points of piercing damage, but it does knock it off, and it's kind of speared into the stone.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I really thought I whittled this spear wrong. The way I've been messing with it. But no, it works. It works. And that's the end of
Okay.
my turn.
So, Shayla is out of spell slots. So,
Same, girl.
what she is going to do is transform into a beast. It seems you can't tell which beast it specifically is. Like, it has, if anything, it might be a boar, but not quite. And it is dripping with swamp water. And she will move 30 feet. Sarla.
Those things still kicking.
Yep.
It has no legs.
It has a lot of legs.
We're killing so much.
I will
You
try
on
and do you
fire.
on fire. Shaboom. 10.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Well, she tried. I guess we'll die.
All right. Reen.
Okay. Well, Reen will move back in on it, run around the other side real fast, and see. Oh, I need to move the other one. Right this way. Fuck. And miss
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
horribly. Okay.
right.
That's all this turn.
The Barkbur is compelled to duel Swish. So it scuttles away as Reen, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, alrighty.
1v1 bro. COD lobby.
It happens. It's fine.
I just can't even.
And it scuttles away using a dash towards Swish. Whose turn it is? Swish.
All right.
I thought its
And-
movement brought it within 5 feet and then out of 5 feet of the druid.
Oh, that is... Well,
Mm-mm.
it could... Being tiny, it could, It doesn't have to. It's smart enough to
It
avoid
could have
that.
stepped
Okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right. Yeah. Well, Swish is gonna roll up and try to end it with the warhammer attack.
Okay.
With a nat 1 to miss.
We're getting them all out. It's good.
Yeah.
It's-
No
yeah,
more
yeah,
that
yeah.
ones.
No, I thought I got them all out last week though. That's...
Well, we still had more. It's all therapeutic. It's fine.
Yeah. That's Swish's turn. So,
All right. Did it.
run up, trips and falls while trying to swing the hammer.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I will try to help. I kind of look at Swish for a moment, and I'm not sure. I heard you call out a challenge to it. Will I break the challenge if I?
That is a important question. Let me find the answer.
Because I mean, there's been an attack of opportunity, so I assume no. But
I don't think so.
I don't as
Okay.
a player, I don't think so. Finnick is confused and wants
So-
to know.
It's still compelled only because Rin missed it.
Okay.
If he
Got
had damaged it, it would no longer be compelled. So if you damage it, it will no longer be compelled.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't waste my turn if you don't mind. So I will
by all
Fang
means.
Bite. Yeah, I will Fang Bite. With advantage. 24,
That
not a
hits.
crit, but
Close.
yes, very close. I will do 4 points of piercing damage. I always roll ones. I'm in the one club too.
One buddies.
One buddies. And I will bonus action unarmed strike
Okay.
for 17. I'm doing
That'll
okay. For 3, which is another one rolled. So yeah, a total of 7 bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning
Okay.
and piercing. And it is marked by the spirits. But
Okay.
yes, that will be it.
It is quite low on health. So
Love
Shayla is going to try to maul it.
Da-da. Da-da-da.
A 14, 15,
Not that
16
maul.
to hit. So
Since when?
Well, either way,
We might be back. Hang on.
We are back. I see us up.
We are back. Yep. All right, we're back on.
Sorry for the technical. We are still trying our hand at this, trying to keep consistent.
We're professionals here.
yes, very
I'll have 2
professional.
bots to download now. Fuck. All right.
Well,
I'll get it worked out.
Shayla will return into her elven form and say, well done, y'all. Well, there were a few disappointments, but overall you did good.
Overall, we survived and we killed 2 more of these things. Now, where's your home? I mean, I see nothing but a circle of stone and more bog. Are you leading us further into the swamp? Or?
No. And she will go and lay her hand on this pillar right here. And as she lays her hand on it, you see some natural energy go into the pillar. And Sarla, from where you are, you feel the floor begin to shift under your feet as, and you might step away quickly as this center circle will twist and turn into a set of stairs.
Ooh.
I think she was gonna go over to like fuss over Rin a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
why? Are you okay? You were like, it's flash your face.
Thank you.
yes,
Oh,
I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I couldn't move.
Well, it's done now. You can certainly move, and we've killed 2 more of those things, so obviously much less chance that it'll happen again. Right?
It just they seem slow. Maybe getting up and close with them isn't the best idea. I don't know. I don't want you all to, you know.
It didn't work out this time, but we'll see. I don't have any real means of attacking from a distance, so.
I mean, I was thinking of making myself a sling eventually. Want me to make you one? I mean, it's kind of a It's kind of a chore to get good at it, but I can show you. I used to show my kid.
I'll be okay.
Why don't we join her in her home and talk about it there?
Yeah, are the stairs going up or down?
Down.
Into the bog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so much for being not wet.
Well, it's the ceiling is mostly dry. There are a few drips and drops, and the ground is a spongy texture, but it is largely stone. As she shows you into a very small cave with one bed, a few, what looks like a kitchen area. There's a curtained off area. And she says, well, it's not much, but welcome.
I mean, it isn't much, but we appreciate the hospitality. We'll make something of it. And we'll try not to be on your way.
It's wonderful. Yes.
And thank you for helping Ring too.
Yes.
Well, good thing none of you succumbed to it afterwards, because you would have had to wait for me to restore some spells. And she'll kind of sink and say, I can do that while we talk. And find a part of her bog that is a little spongier, and sort of sink into it so her back, becomes one with the peat. And she'll say, well, if y'all are interested, I think I have a good idea what's going on here.
Well, that's why we're here.
Please enlighten us.
All this has to do with a corrupted tree. You see, when a portal opened up, I think the tree moved in, but the dryad stayed behind. Tree being separated from the dryad, in its rage, it's causing a little bit of mischief. Portal didn't open too long ago and might still be open, but we're gonna have to guide that tree into it.
Wait, you want to guide a tree into a portal?
Well,
What is?
I mean, it might be able to
tree?
move a little bit.
As Rin might be able to tell you, no.
I've seen a few strange things, but moving trees would be a first.
Well, trees move quite often. I sometimes awaken them as friends.
I mean, I've heard that it could happen, but I've only seen it happen in Feywild. So, didn't think that this could happen here. I mean, it seems so disconnected from power.
I suppose.
I mean,
why not
sure.
here?
But how do we manage to get the tree to move? I guess. I mean.
Well, we're gonna have to convince it.
Water?
I mean, well, do you know what the tree is like? What they value? Why they're here in the first place? For not the story, but more personal reasons.
What I know is when a dryad and its tree are separated, that tree it mourns the dryad and it seeks vengeance. But if one of y'all can get to know that tree and convince it, I think we might be able to move it.
I mean, to be
Okay.
fair,
Yeah,
how big is
the
the tree?
tree?
I haven't seen it, but I think pretty big.
Okay.
Sorla, a moment. Swish is gonna kind of pull Sorla, like probably like back up the stairs and outside.
Give us a minute. Sorry. It's just getting dragged along, probably. Just like, okay.
I think she's insane.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Hear me out. What if she is the cause of everything happening around here? I've never heard of moving trees, but like witches of the woods. Now that I've heard of.
Well, I mean, she helped us. I don't think if she was the root cause of this, she wouldn't be helping us. If you're suggesting that maybe she had something
I don't
to do
know.
with the triad go missing or something, but
I don't know what her motivations are, but her story is completely insane.
What part
Right?
of it? No.
Getting to know trees, like she might just be completely off her rocker. She might have no ill intent. I don't know, but one way or another,
I talk to trees all the time. Swish.
you talk to trees?
Well, they don't talk back, but yeah. I say thank you and for stuff like apples and ask for permission to pluck them, and
I
they're
don't
all
understand
living
you sometimes.
beings. Well,
I mean,
do you
there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't understand it.
your storm is alive? Lightning and rain and the energies that coalesce and swirl and beat like a heart. Do you think that there's something more to it, or do you think that's just lightning and water and wind?
I think it represents more, but it's simply forces of nature.
Forces of nature are powerful things, and sometimes there's intent behind it.
Okay, well, I mean, we can hear her out, but,
I mean, I'd like to talk to the tree if possible. I mean, she makes it sound like
sounds like
it's depressed and sad, and I want to help it if I can, right?
yeah, I mean, I guess there's no harm in trying.
I mean, there's always could be harm in trying. Swish. It's just
Well, I think in
there's
this
also
case,
harm in not trying.
it's safe to probably talk to a tree.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you're concerned about them too, you can. I don't know. You can ask them more questions. Try and narrow. I mean, you have a decent read on people for the most part, but
Yeah.
I mean, you know sketchy things more than I do. I just.
Well, I mean, that's all I wanted to talk about. We can go back.
Oh, okay. What do you want to tell them that we talked about if they ask?
That's a good question, actually. I would have just said none of you, but perhaps you have a more polite way of saying that.
Okay, I'll come up with some. And I guess they'll return back to the
All right.
Yep.
conversation.
As soon as they leave, while they're gone, I think that Finnick is just going to approach the druid, kind of sit on a nearby rock while she's kind of immersed in a spongy part of it, as you described.
Yep.
How sure are you about this tree spirit thing? Because I know that there's plenty of spirits that I don't half understand. And I'm not about to judge anything that has a spirit attached to it that I don't, but I mean, and I mean no offense here, but I've been one of the settlers a little bit east and south from here. Why couldn't we just take an axe to it?
She kind of gives you a dirty look and will say,
I expected that, but it's just a good, honest question.
many creatures can curse the land upon their death. It would take a lot of work to restore the blood. And what I can understand, that tree is hurting. I want to help it.
Well, honestly, we won't damage the tree if you want to help it. It's just, it's been causing a lot of pain. And the creatures that come from it, nearly got me. They nearly got my friend Rinjig over there.
You want revenge?
Not that I want revenge, I want it done with. And spirits can be capricious. Dealing with them isn't as straightforward as, talking to someone. People I can get, spirits are wild. In all senses of the word.
Yeah. It's good you understand that.
I understand, is it okay if I just like put a little bit of smoking herb in my pipe, wash away the smell? I mean, it's kind of small here, so everyone will be smelling it. Are you okay with it?
Mind. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, you have the voice of someone who smokes like 30 a day, and she'll just like light up. I'll light up. I'll smoke a bit, and I'll personally wait for them to come back down.
She'll take like an hour.
Oh, so will
Fiddick. And you guys is so while Swish and Sarah are having a little sidebar, what is Reen doing?
Are you able to?
Oof.
Muted.
Yeah, you kind of
Can't hear ya.
we got the first part of that.
Mm-hmm.
You're still not saying it.
Okay. How about
Well, I heard the okay.
There you are.
Perfect.
now? All right. I don't know. My mic was messed up or something. I was a bit distracted thinking about what just happened to me. So these tick things, they're natural around here? Or like native?
Well, they show up from time to time, but not in these numbers. But part of what I do is balancing, us elves and others, we're a part of this world too. And it's okay to take up some space, just not too much, Like the peat cutters, they can benefit from the bog. They can take its bounty as long as they don't take too much. Or in Darris, they use those trees for homes, but they let those trees survive.
I
Those
see.
creatures, they They upset that balance.
And you're 100% sure that if we help that tree, those creatures will stop coming in such great numbers? Fog will be safer?
I think
Can't be
so.
100% sure of anything, really.
Oh, I like assuredness. I mean,
You want me to tell you I'm sure? I can tell you that.
well, only if it's genuine. I mean, you've been living here more than any of us. You should know. You're the expert here. That's why I'm asking.
It's my best solution.
It's worth risking her life for, apparently.
I mean, less. I wouldn't die for it, but I could try. Give it a go.
Ideally, we can resolve this without too much violence.
What do you think?
And a nap before, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm
We
not
can rest
going
here
out
for
again
now.
today.
We can rest for the night. This is the last of what I got. And she will cast Goodberry and pass them out.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
It's like Isla is here. Good.
What about Isla?
Oh, sorry.
Walk
No,
upstairs.
and I'll just like hand you one of the good berries that was just created. This feels like the early camping days.
Oh. Yeah. Hope she's
Is
okay.
everything all right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to stay here for the night. Thanks to well, the generosity of our host. Yeah. And tomorrow, just gonna try and make a tree understand our position, right? Or at least the spirit within it. I have a little bit of experience with them. Wouldn't say I'm an expert, but it's worth a shot. What do you all think?
Well, I'm not much for talking to trees, but Salem, on the other hand, apparently frequently talks to trees, so we'll be happy to help.
More talks at trees, really.
Well, don't
They don't
anyone.
talk back.
I've never met a tree that talked back before.
I suppose maybe you don't hear it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how some of my village elders tell it is that everything talks. Is just that people sometimes don't have the ears or the senses to listen to it, and it's not something I've developed yet. Or
It's the whole thing about everything having spirits is making me very uncomfortable. I would rather not step on anything with a spirit, and
well,
You
actually,
have.
there's a story from a guru from many years ago. They found their own sense of spiritual freedom, and through things like Goodberry and some magical influence they learned, they were no longer tethered to their earthly desires, and they floated for the rest of their days. And it's a very extreme example of part of the oral history of our tribe that that it just reminded me of that particular guru. It's they no longer were chained to their earthly desires, so we're free from the earthly bonds. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
No. This is
It's
good insight.
it's mostly fine. Things have spirits, yes, but only big things, big concepts, old things are the kind of spirits you need to worry about. Old spirits, big concepts, powerful, ancient things. They're hard to communicate with. The trees, at least. I mean, I hope. It's not like I ever talked to one or have one talk back to me. At least they're from this world. There's a basis. There's a way to connect with it. You know?
Well, that's what. I mean, I can try my best. What do we? I know that this tree lost their companion essentially, and I've never really had to. Well, I mean, I've seen. And she points to Swish. Our mom is in charge of. Well, she's the current myth weaver. She's in charge of religious ceremonies and funeral rites and a lot of other things, but part of her role is comforting. What?
Have you known death?
Not personally, but I've seen it through others' eyes, and I think I can avoid some of the worst sayings to say to someone who's lost someone like that, but I'm not. I don't have much practice with that.
Also, isn't it confusing within you, like your group, your family? If your last name is with Mythweaver, and then you also have a title of Mythweaver within the Mythweaver family?
I mean, there's general context clues for things like that. I mean, the Mythweavers is usually the family. The Mythweaver is the first, and then if I'm talking more in present terms, it's the current Mythweaver, which that role is what my mom is.
All right. I mean, some of the farmers I worked with sometimes called me like, the Asterfen, because I was the one that was in front of them. But I mean, I didn't take it as a title. I just think it could be confusing like this. But
Planet Vegeta, King Vegeta, and Prince Vegeta.
Yeah.
I will destroy Vegeta. The planet, me, or my son. Yeah. Well, I'll try and be more conscious of that, and I'll explain.
Oh no, hey, it's not your fault, Sarah. I'm just saying, like, if it's not too late and if it's not too ancient a tradition to touch, maybe think of a better title.
I'll
That's
bring it up with my mom.
subjective.
That's fine. Thanks for your input, Fiddick.
I mean, I don't want to overstep my bounds. It's just, to an outsider, it's a little bit confusing. Might be.
What do you think would be better?
Well, I don't know, since she weaves myths. I mean, she could be a raveler. Someone who actually puts things together. Stories, myths. There's many things. I mean, this is just off the top of my head, but I'm just saying. Anyway, it's getting late. I don't want
Which
to.
is probably just got the biggest stank face on right now.
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little confused.
I'm surrounded by smoke. I'm just talking as I heard something that was the Mythweaver of the Mythweavers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, something to think about.
Well, I'll bring it up with Mom then.
I mean, if I meet her, maybe I'll.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I
I
think
mean, you don't
me
have
well.
to. Yeah, don't upset the status quo or everything. Plus, I'm sure
Oh,
that there's
boy.
some. I mean, you've been okay with it all your lives.
Me or so she just kind of gives a ginger look over to Swish, who's very much not okay with the status quo.
Oh, lore cipher. That could be fun.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
That's sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
We'll make you a list.
Okay.
You do that.
I got caught up in my own head.
Just the duality between Swish and Sarah. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Yeah, sure.
Oh.
And I think we'll settle for the night unless there's something else.
Yeah, through the night, the Shayla will say one, and she'll say, Sarah, you honored me with a story, so I thought I'd do the same. Fitting. Take note.
Oh.
But once an old woman, and, she was left behind in a swamp, stranded. She couldn't move. She tried chewing on leather. She tried everything. She ended up in a cave, and the only thing to eat were the insects. She looked down at these insects and thought, these poor creatures, I'm old and they're young, maybe children. I should die. I should die first. And it's only natural. Then a fox entered the cave. It started to bite her, and she thought, well, this is how I go. I will nourish this fox, though it will hurt. But the fox, it was very strange. It was biting her all over. Then her skin fell away, the wrinkles, the lines, the age, and then she was young again, with centuries before her. And the insects crawled over her and they ate the old skin away, revealing her anew. It's said that she went deep into the bog, married a little blowfly, to whom she'd become quite fond. It's the story of the woman that was kind to the insects.
I did roll insight while you were telling the story because
I would like to do the same.
that is a
Determine-
good place for insight, I feel.
Yes.
To determine exactly how off her rocker.
I rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Swish rolled a 10 while already thinking she's insane.
Swish, you are like, this is a weird ass story. Fiddick, you're thinking this might be her story. Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have indeed happened. Well, you know, hunger does lead a lot of things. And a lot of things are motivated by hunger.
Hunger is ugly.
I have nothing to add to that. I think you're absolutely right.
They left 'cause-
Now, can I roll insight on
Another
that?
another
Fiddick's
thing that
saying
I have to worry about.
Yes, you can.
What'd you say, little Reen?
It's just another thing I have to worry about now.
Yeah.
You would think that Fiddick speaks from experience. Not only experience, but like, not necessarily trauma, but like a burden that they are still carrying. I think that would be evident from just his demeanor.
Yeah. Okay.
So in
Sure.
that woman who was kind to Insect, I mean, she certainly wasn't around today. Those insects, right?
The insects die, but there are new ones. And the frogs eat the insects, and the other animals eat the frogs, and so it goes. And then
Got
they
it.
die, and the peat preserves them.
So, then
Uh-huh.
why, if that's the way it goes, then why are we trying to stop these things?
Balance is upset. There's too many of them.
But it's okay.
I mean,
why-
she doesn't want an extermination. She just wants to normalize the population.
Okay.
Basically, it's acting out of anger, out of rage. That it should be loving its dryad, loving its forest. Trees are lovers.
And with that, Swish is going to go up the stairs and upside.
And
I
do
think-
what?
Just sit outside and
Okay.
cast Shocking Grasp over and over on
Sorry.
entertaining themselves.
Sorry about them.
They ain't ready.
They're a bit
yet.
prickly. Sometimes. What'd you say?
They ain't ready yet.
Most people aren't, I guess.
Are you ready?
For what?
To carry the burdens of the stories you hear.
No, but when you're ever ready for something like that, I'll figure it out.
Not a bad answer.
Are you okay?
I'm good. But I'm
Insight
tired.
check.
Sure.
I mean, she is tired. I'm sure. She cast a lot of big spells.
5.
Yeah. Better than her charisma. And she's not quite sad, but contemplative. She's a little like nostalgia tinged with sadness. And she's probably ready to retreat into herself and not socialize.
Yeah, obviously she lives like a hermit, and she has like so many people here right now. It's very rough for an introvert like this.
Mood.
Mood indeed.
It's
I
early,
think-
but I'm going to turn in.
Yeah,
Okay.
feeling pretty tired myself.
We're going to set up. We'll try not to make too much noise. Talk to you in the morning.
Alright.
Fiddick, would you mind going to check on Swish for me?
I was just about to.
Thank you.
You don't have to bear the weight of any stories. The stories happen to someone else. You just have to respect what they mean.
That's part of the weight.
Oh, it's a mystic myth weaver thing.
Sort of. Whatever. Obviously, when someone hears a story, they have it. If they want to learn of it or learn from it or to tell it again, they need to know a lot of the periphery things around the story, or whether it be its history or the intent of the person or the other influences, or that there's just a lot that goes into just understanding story properly. I learned that a little more recently, but
At some point, I think we'll need to have a sit down. You actually explain what it is that your family does, because I think I've been speaking out of my hat and maybe upsetting, your sibling.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's how it works.
I get it. I just don't want to, stumble upon like beyond borders I don't know are there.
I mean,
Sorry in advance.
well, that's
Check on them.
the best part about meeting people is stumbling on borders. It's
Well, some of them can be a bit raw. Anyway,
and people figure it out.
you have everything you need here. I get my mess kit's over there, and my tent is there. If we want to make something a little bit more waterproof, you can set it up. I'll go check on your sibling.
Okay, start getting some water boiled. Thank you.
Sure. Good luck starting a fire in that damp cave.
She got this. Prestidigitation, make shit dry, spark it.
Magic people.
Magic! I did it!
They got it so easy. Those goddamn magic people.
I think peat might be flammable.
Peat is, but if it is and her whole cave is made of peat, we're in a lot more trouble. So
Yeah, Fairlaw's not thinking about that. She is survival uninclined.
But
I
think it'll probably be
going
okay
to check
if
on
she-
Swish then. I will survive. None of you will.
So as a foul, gasoline scent fills the cavern, Shayla wakes up and says, "You dumbasses!" and uses mold earth to cover up the bonfire and put it out.
Rude.
Sorry.
Oh,
There's
the
probably going
opportunity
to be
for something really funny to happen.
There's probably going to be thick, disgusting smoke hovering in that cave for weeks now.
Yep.
Fiddick goes up the stairs and kind of observes silently Swish for a few seconds.
You'll just see Swish electrically charging pebbles and skipping them across the water and watching little zaps as it kind of skips off the water. The water would be a little steamy where it skips it.
And there's just a bunch of dead frogs belly up on the water.
You ever
If
see
there
a
are,
frog?
Swish does not notice.
Hey, don't want to interrupt.
Oh, don't mind me. Just being dramatic. Only so much insanity I can deal with in a day.
Well, I think you've had What a good intuition. In the past. I mean, you were there for that story she told, right?
Oh, yes. It's, I mean, I already thought she was insane. That just confirmed it, but...
I mean, I believe she was telling the story about her. That's her in that story.
I think that makes it even more insane, especially if she believes it.
Well, you know,
I mean,
bog witches and druids are all the same for us country folk in general. As long as they're not too weird or don't turn any of our friends, neighbors, children, or crops into frogs or the like, we're kind of fine with them. We judge witches on the individual, you know. But
I
I'd
mean-
stay on my toes. I mean, you seem to have the right idea.
yeah, I don't think she's shown any ill intent, but...
She turned Rinjing back. She turned those Pete miners, the Minecraft, the Steves,
Minus.
the Steves from
Peat
Minecraft.
cutters.
Yes, the peat cutters, exactly. Back
I'm learning so much
into-
about.
Yeah, I've seen a documentary on it, but it's been like a few years. So, but yes, she turned those peat cutters back into folks. So she might not be ill intent. She helped us with the shambling mound, and none too early, I might say.
Certainly true.
You did great, by the way. You couldn't have known with the lightning. I mean, it certainly works on those frogs.
Oh. Oops. I swear she'll notice the dead frog. Well,
I mean, I have to assume.
I hope she doesn't find. That wasn't a friend of hers.
As you look upon the frogs, you see a river snake leap its head out and swallow one of the frogs.
Well, there you go. And oh my god, we walked through that. It could have gotten us. I have to say, I am glad I'm not wearing boots like you folks. I mean, that snake could have gotten in any of your boots at any point. Mostly leave me alone, but yikes, this place is horrible. Wanna go back in?
Mhm. Yeah, the mosquitoes are
Be
coming
back.
out.
To be back on the open water.
It's at the point where they
Yes,
start
let's go back in.
to see the smoke start billowing from the.
Yeah, at that point, you smell something horrid.
And we should actually definitely go back in.
Oh,
Something tells me this has to do with Cyril.
I did. It's mossy everywhere, and she did try to light a fire. You
With
still
the
have
peat?
some. I don't. Yes, the whole cave's made of it. I thought I was being sarcastic and didn't come across.
Switch
And
will then,
I'll
yeah,
run
rapidly
down.
make their
We're
way
both
back
using
inside.
prestidigitation to make puffs of wind.
Yeah, so Reen, in this chaos with the fire, how have you been reacting?
Being very disoriented for like a split second, but then would prestidigitation instantly snuff it out?
Well, it's a magical fire, but ice and mold earth would snuff
Okay.
it.
Oh, she already.
No.
Okay,
It's
so-
mostly the smoke that's the
Yeah.
problem.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it says I can create a puff of wind with prestidigitation.
You're
It's probably not very
slowly
strong.
puffing.
Yes,
Puff, puff, and pass.
aiming it towards whatever ventilation there is.
Yeah, which is
A
not
hole.
much.
Sorry.
No, it's not just your fault. I thought it would work.
I think I'll breathe like kind of almost normally through the smoke because I'm so used
Yeah.
to it. But I'll kind of like hand wave it away and take my children's nursery rhyme book that is super weird and definitely not haunted, and I'll just use it as a fan to try to.
Swish is gonna cough and choke their way to the other side of where the fire was, and shout "Tempesto!" and just a massive gust of wind is just gonna blow
Oh my gosh.
through the cavern. Anything that was not secured in place has now been knocked over.
I don't think she owns many unsecured things unless it's like rocks. How many unsecured possessions does the Bog Witch have?
Not much. But everything is flammable.
Well, I mean, gust is fine then.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
The gust disperses gas or vapor, and it extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area.
Oh no, my pipe.
Oh, yeah, that's probably extinguished. Well, wait, were you? Hopefully you were not in the line, because you would need to make a strength saving throw if that's the case. I was not aiming for any. I was
I
purposely
assume
not
you
aiming for
aimed
people.
it up at the stairs, which I wouldn't
Yes.
be standing on.
That is exactly where I aimed it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know that would happen.
Yeah, this is Pete. This is Pete. This is Pete. Like literally, almost everything that isn't rock is very flammable.
Well, I started on the rock with the peat. I didn't think it.
yeah, it didn't light the rest of the.
Well, the fact that
flames.
it's all wet, I figure that your fire must have spat a few sparks here and there, considering that everything is.
Wait, wasn't the smoke just from the fire that we made?
Hmm.
It wasn't like so. It didn't
It was
burn
like
any-
bonfire that you casted, right? Yeah. Okay.
No.
No, it was
Oh,
just
you.
a prestidigitation to start the fire with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it just kind of, smoked up. Enclosed spaces with fire is not a good idea, obviously.
The fire was contained itself. It's the smoke that's the problem.
Sorry.
Look, no more fear than actual harm. Everything's okay. We won't do it again. Sorry, gracious host.
At least the bugs are away.
I mean, I'll take that as a blessing. Honestly, didn't your dad ever take you out into the forest to have like a fishing trip or something? Learn.
I don't have a dad.
I think this is specifically
moms.
because it was Pete, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Like instead of something else. That's where the confusion came in.
I mean, I didn't really go out too much beyond the village borders.
Look, we'll do so without a fire tonight. I mean, the good berries were good enough for me. I'll see what I can do in the morning if it's not that damp, wet, and miserable. But
I suppose we could just gather sticks, but yeah, this is fine.
yeah, let's leave the fire for now.
Okay.
Just
Sorry again.
not.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of your fault.
Well, okay, just in the grand scheme of things, sure, but she didn't know, so. We're all learning here, right? You're good.
Alright. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
So, anybody else want to do anything before a long rest?
Another start another fire.
Are you kidding?
No.
I will pick up anything
Yeah,
that
I
my gust of wind knocked over.
Okay.
I would like to fall asleep reading the children's nursery rhyme book that I did get from the previous city. Like, just have a look at it. It's definitely too weird. You don't have to tell me what it is right now, but just know that I begin to read through it until I am done with it.
Well, you open it up, and the first is a blank page with watercolor flowers. But in your head, you hear, "Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down."
Well, it's a good thing I never gave that to my daughter. I'll just like kind of really like flip through it. Like I am unfazed by like getting weird voices in my head. Not like it's anything new.
Yeah.
I'll
And each page has an unsettling poem.
all right. So it's all children nursery rhyme. They will sing it in your mind, and
Mhm.
all the children have something weird on their shoulder.
Yep.
Can I discern what is weird on their shoulder?
Sure. Roll perception or investigation.
I will choose perception. I'm much better at this. That is a 22. I'm very perceptive tonight.
Most of it is ghostly and clawed hands.
Does it remind me of something?
It does.
I was about to, after having read it, like to kind of lend it or even gift it to Sarla. But maybe not. Maybe it's not such a great idea. I'll think about it for more time, and then I'll go to sleep and have a long rest.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, she said she thinks scorpions are cute, so
Yep.
maybe she'd like it.
I'm not against, giving it to you. I just want to make sure that it's not like super cursed. Yeah.
It's only a little cursed.
Just a little
Yeah, a
bit.
little cursed is fun. Big curse is not fun.
Yeah. Alright. So you guys can finally check off that long rest button.
Hey.
Recover those spell slots and those key points and everything.
All my spell slots
Mhm.
and all of Sarla's key points.
Use my last level 2 spell slot to disperse the gap.
A very useful spell, actually.
Yes.
Because it would have been a miserable night, honestly.
It is a good spell.
Alright, so in the morning, you guys rise to... Alright, it's time. Get up.
You're a ray of sunshine early in the
Okay.
morning.
She kind of stamps next to you and a bit of swamp water splashes onto your face.
Got it. I'll get up, I'll gather like bedroll and tent folds and whatever we use to make our sleep a little bit more waterproof.
Yeah. Put some, probably, oiled linens down.
Yep. I mean,
All right.
theoretically, that's what the tent was made of.
And, she will lead you guys upstairs, and where there is, she says, I was gonna just do a demonstration. This ain't the real tree, but come on, babies. And 3 oak trees make their way over, shimmying along their roots. And
Whoa.
she kind of sort of pats them.
If anyone is looking, Swish has the most hilarious look of concern on their face.
Meanwhile, mirrored by Serla's look of absolute wonder.
These are my friends. Don't hurt them.
I would not.
They have
And-
names.
Some knots open in their eyes. And mouths open.
Don't like that.
Oh, hush.
This is Declan, Aiden, and Ronan.
Hello.
Aiden?
Don't be rude.
Strange.
She'll smack them on the shoulder.
I'll shake a low-hanging branch.
It shakes back.
Oh.
Right, and these have been your friends
Yeah.
for a time? Do they help defend the bog?
Well, they're mostly here because I felt their spirits and I awakened them so I could feel closer, and they let me know what's going on.
Wouldn't they be the best interpreter of what is happening to that corrupt train? I mean, shouldn't they have a lot of things in common to speak about and bond over?
I sent them to see the willow, the weeping willow, but
Of course, it's a
Of course, it's a will.
it rejected them. I think that tree might need some other kind of comfort. She kind of glances at Serla.
Me?
Maybe a story, maybe some hope.
Okay.
Maybe some bardic inspiration.
Hush you. Okay. Was not prepared to tell a story. Okay.
Well, not these trees.
Okay.
You have the walk to prepare.
Oh. Better. Okay.
It's just half an hour south of here, and there might be a few troublesome critters along the way.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
Would your trees be willing to carry us there? I mean, it would be easier than just, trekking through bog water, disturbing the wildlife, and perhaps stepping on some frogs and a little bit of
Certainly
water
don't
snakes.
like the terrain here.
Well, maybe the train don't like you.
That's
Fair.
apparent.
But
I mean, the terrain is quite hostile to, folks in general. And I'm sure you like it that way, but you have to understand that it's making our adventure just that much harder.
I just don't like being slowed down.
I like that shit-eating grin.
So would any of you fine fellows be willing to carry us over to the Willow? I asked to any of the 3 trees.
We can, but we dare not approach. It could corrupt us, as it corrupted the other.
Well, you
That's
can
fair.
leave us, a minute or 2 away from it. We'll do the rest.
I think that's for the best. I would hate to see my friends turn on me.
Do you know how close you need to get? I think it's a risk in general.
I know where it is if they drop us off. But
No, I mean how close you could be infected from.
we do not know. But
I think it would be better if we just left them here then, right?
Finnick is going to look crestfallen at that.
One of the trees, Aiden, will come and scoop Fiddick up in its branches and lift you up.
Oh, wow, wonderful. Thank you.
And you get scooped up by the armpits like a toddler.
Oh,
You know what a
I'm-
safe distance is?
I think we best not risk it. Sorry, you might have to get your feet wet.
Doesn't have feet.
I actually can help with this. Give me 10 minutes.
Alright.
Then why am I picked up like a toddler if we're not going to...
Well, you seemed to want to ride.
I mean, yes, but towards the Willow.
Minax,
I say it like I'm kind of hanging off, like kind of like a package, I understand, like I'm just
picks
held
you
like
up
this.
and just launches you into the water.
Wow. Slow fall this. Automatically I will use my reaction to kind of 3-point hero landing, still in the mud, but I mean, I don't want to break anything, so I'll just splash
You're
down.
fine. As we all know, if you land in water, you take no damage. That's how it is in the movies.
That's how it is in
This
video
is
games,
the
yeah.
funniest thing Swish
How
has seen
is
all
it the
morning.
Olympics? Is that what you said?
Ungrateful Brett.
Minax, please.
I didn't even skip once.
Okay, the tree will pick up.
No, I'd run.
Thank you.
No,
I'd
please,
probably
let
run
it
faster.
happen.
No,
Let it happen.
I am not a rock to be skipped. No.
And the tree will launch Cyrilla across the into the scummy pond water.
Ah!
And
She
Cyrilla,
will
it's
cast
interesting.
Feather
Around
fall.
Okay, you don't need to. You're not going to take fall damage.
She's repeating what she's seen with this
Okay.
because it looks fun.
Um,
And it's a free
and
spell.
as you land, you see a curious sight, which is about 5 dead frogs belly up.
Oh.
With a faint smell of ozone.
Yeah. And like interesting like crackle patterns.
Are there electric eels around here?
Yes. Now let's go. Don't ask any more questions. Weird electric eels. Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
Well,
But
Reading will get its disc for you.
so Rena, I assume you're casting a ritual. What are you casting?
Floating disc, and he is going
Dangerous.
to create a small circular disc that's just going to hover above the ground. So,
Okay. How much
I
weight?
thought it was a 10 feet by 10 feet.
it's 3 feet in diameter, so it's
Oh,
not even
nice.
actually 5.
There's another spell that makes a bigger disc.
500 pounds though.
Okay, but there's only room for one person.
Henzer's big black disc. Yeah. It's not you don't have it yet.
Yeah, so there is a floating disc now as you guys explore, or you guys have some water time.
I mean, honestly, I've been whining a lot about the water, but I'm the one who probably feels it the least, considering I don't have boots to get soggy. So, I mean, I'll let anyone else, be on the disc and kind of Marty McFly their way through the bog.
Someone do make use of it. I mean, it is preferable, I imagine.
Oh, yes, 100%. Well, if no one will.
I'm okay.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun. All right. Well, I'll be on it, but if anyone wants to switch, I mean, it's perfectly fine. And I'll be carried over while everyone else slogs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys make it easily enough with Shayla's help, and you arrive on
Yep, same.
Like,
I've
Okay,
had
looks
not
like
have
looks
it.
like we're back. Looks like we're back. Yeah, I don't know why it like
Uh,
keeps doing that. Has not done that before.
yeah, we're back.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
are back live.
Sorry again.
We're professionals here. We're still
we are
figuring shit out.
professionals.
Slosh, 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 slosh. Oh, to be
So,
fair,
Context.
Fiddick, you would be 20 feet behind me.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Swish, you want to move yourself up a bit?
Yes.
All right. And as you guys move forward, sloshing along, you are surprised when from the ground emerges several vines that attempt to wrap themselves around the ankles of Shayla and Cyrla.
Oh.
So let's all get in initiative.
A 9 for Fiddick.
Damn. I
12.
You're rolling a whole
All
lot of initiatives there, Game Master.
Well, one of them is on your side. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone.
mhm.
12 is our highest. We are not doing well. We are truly
this-
are surprised.
Yes, this vine is going to go for Cyrla.
Oh,
Well, actually, it will go for multiple people.
Mm.
No.
Because it is a 15-foot cube.
you're a 15-foot cube.
Damn. That went hard.
So Fiddick, Cyrla, and Shayla are all going to make what type of save is it?
I'm not
Strength
touching the
saves.
ground. If
Yeah,
it
do you
changes
have to-
anything.
So Cyrla and Shayla.
Like what saves?
Strength.
Oh,
She got a 9.
this will go well.
Yeah, you're super
Oh.
buff.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Those 2 push-ups you did this morning really paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So Shayla is restrained, but you are not. And the vines, that is all that those vines are going to do. Cyrla, Swish, and Reen, you lose the surprise condition.
Fuck does that
As-
mean, those vines?
This vine is going to try to constrict Shayla,
Stop it.
which is an 18 to hit, dealing um 6 points of damage, but you can see poison begin to seep into her.
Everything is poisoned in this place.
It's a good defense.
All right. The vine goes and is going to attempt to constrict Cyrla and has advantage because Cyrla is not
I am.
restrained.
How dare you?
Not restrained.
I was strong. Thank you
So-
very much.
It's going to get a 10.
Ha ha!
Hey.
So Cyrla, it's your turn.
Oh. First of all, can she see Dude, that thing over there in the west.
I don't think.
Yes. You
Oh,
see a weeping willow and several flowers.
oh shit.
Which
I'm
are
guessing
totally
that-
decorative.
Are they looking at us?
Of course.
They're just little lilies.
Do they seem aware of
Uh,
what's happening, or
yeah, it seems like a separate encounter.
I
Unless
I
you
have the
guys
goggles
move
on. I see the meta
into
now.
their yes. And unless / until you move into their territory, then they might notice you.
Notice me, senpai. So our resident druid is restrained right now.
Yes.
So she is. Let me look at some of my
Our,
meta
well, our substitute druid.
I mean, she has level 3 spells. She is now our main druid.
She has
Are
high-
you serious?
No,
Are
it's
you-
out of game. Isla number 1, she got an Awu sculpture from me, so no one Awu like she Awus.
That was that one?
So I'm going to see our new replacement druid being tangled up.
Your temporary
And,
druid.
Temporary druid. Be tangled up and restrained, and she is going to remember Isla and how she saved her, and she's going to cast Vortex Warp as
Okay.
she brings more of the dark sort of amorphous energy into being, and it starts swirling, and then her tattoos on her shoulders start to glow as I'm adding twin casts onto it,
Okay.
targeting myself.
Okay.
So that
So
will-
where are you dropping her?
2 essence runes light up, and then 2 sorcery points. I'm going to drop myself. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll drop her there.
Okay. Now let me. Okay.
And then she'll turn to the weeping willow. Like, we don't want to fight. Please, just hear us out. Call them off, please. And,
You do
seeing as
not
how-
get a response.
Ah, shit. Seeing as how Fiddick is kind of in the danger, let's see.
Well, I'm floating above the danger.
Seeing as how Fiddick is in the danger,
I'm in the danger.
we're going to inspire them as a bonus action. So, with their very potent hate of the bog, seeing as though it's very thematic, looking to a let's say a young tree sprouting in the roots of an older, much taller tree with like a looking over canopy that shadows everything beneath it,
Yeah.
takes up all the sunlight and nutrients from it. But this one little motherfucker just sprouts out tall and strong, branches out their own roots, and comes into their own as a new and budding tree. And that feeling is going to push into them with a bardic inspiration.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Alright.
And he's going to move. Is it still difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay. Skadoosh.
Right.
The will's not responding.
You need to get closer, I think.
Ah! I moved away. So I think she'll instead of going the full, she'll kind of go 1, 2, and then back 1, like oh, and then she'll, turn back around. So yeah, that'll be a turn.
All right. So Wish.
Yeah, Swish is going to shout Detono as a thunderous wave erupts from them,
Okay.
forcing a con save for this line.
That's an 11. So it moves 10 feet, right?
10 feet away, yes. And it will take 16 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
Bring the thunder. Kachiga.
Yeah, with Destructive Wrath.
Nice. All right. Anything else, Swish?
No. Swish is going to stay right there.
All right. Green.
Actually, Reen is going to cast
Cocaine.
It's a strong spell.
Cocaine.
Oh no, wait, that's right.
And everything
That
on
needs
this
to be
map is
bigger.
peat, right?
Yes.
I'm Pete.
So
you're
flaming
Pete.
sphere will set everything on fire.
So it's wet. I believe the reason the peat caught fire was because a certain somebody dried it with prestidigitation.
It
So
takes... Yeah.
the wet peat will not necessarily catch fire. It won't smell good. Oh, city.
I don't think anything smells good in this place.
You
Well,
smell
unless you were at... Oh,
Thank
city.
you. I try.
good. City, get done butt pats. Show her your butthole.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry, I misread the spell. It is 3d8, not 2d8 at second level, so that would be 20,
Another
24?
8?
Yeah, so
Okay.
24 total, sorry.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Very good.
Kaboom.
All right,
Um,
green.
So, the flaming sphere. So the center is the sphere, and Reen is going to direct it over. Where the fuck did it go? I didn't.
It's not that big, is it?
It actually is. I actually have always thought that it was what we've been doing, but if you read it, the sphere is a 5-foot diameter sphere, so
Okay,
it would take
so
up.
you would do a circle then.
I know, but then any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of it, so that would
Oh.
expand
It's a
it
9.
out.
It's a 9 by 9. Well,
Yeah.
3 by 3. Yeah, 9.
9 by 9, holy shit.
9 by 9. It just takes the map.
3 times 3 is 9, yes.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've also done basic math.
But I don't know how do I? How do I change that? Make it to where I can move it.
If you
Oh, I
are
did.
in
Okay.
measurement
I'm
controls
sorry,
on the
yeah.
corner, you can move it.
There we go. So, for now, yeah, put it right there between Fiddick and between Fiddick and
Okay.
those things, and
Would be
use
great
a.
if you moved a bit forward so that I automatically move a bit forward with the
Yeah,
disc.
it doesn't work that way. It only pulls you.
Yeah, and it can't occupy the same space as...
Sure.
Yeah. So like when I'm within 20 feet of it, it doesn't move.
Oh, City, you're so cute, but you're so disruptive.
So yeah, it'll use it. What the? Reen will use his bonus action though to ram it against this one. So a dex
That
save.
is a dex save. It got an 18.
All right. So it does pass, but it takes 3 potentially.
Okay. Due to how wet it is, it seems to resist this fire
That's fair.
damage.
And then Reen will run up to this one, even though it can reach anyway, and just engage. That's all.
Okay. Fit it.
I'm sorry. Use a use of quick step.
Okay.
He will be dodgy.
Okay.
I will sadly have to jump off the.
You land with a squelch.
I have to, sadly. It's really bad. I'll remember where it is. But I jump down with a look of disgust, and I will try to take a big bite out of those vines. They look delicious. Root vegetables. Yum indeed.
Root vegetables.
Lots of
hopefully.
potassium.
Oh,
You see a tiny, like, tuber growing out of it.
nice. That's what I aim. So I will roll a crit. Teeth.
Damn.
That
Woo!
that is a 9 piercing damage
That's a record for
on the
it.
tuber. I've
Yeah,
never
it-
done 9.
It's kind of sweet.
Maybe I won't have to smoke after this. Anyway, rip it out, and then continue to pummel and try to uproot it. So I will follow it up with a regular unarmed strike as a bonus
Okay.
action.
That
For
one is
19 up to 20,
20.
healing an additional 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I will use my move to here, and that'll be it.
You get
Also, would these count when they die? I'm not sure if
No.
they're individual thing. Yeah, okay. I won't count them. That is my turn.
Sorry, I kind of messed up your flaming sphere.
Oh.
This one, which one will it go for? Fiddick's the one that hurt it, so it'll go for Fiddick.
I'm still chewing on that tuber.
So it's going to use its constrict ability.
There.
That's a 13 to hit.
It misses.
Nice. And Shayla is going to change into a, well, no. She's got some spell slots to spare. So she is going to make a moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
We like a good moonbeam.
Mm-hmm. Are these things shapeshifters?
They do not appear to be.
Oh.
And
What time is going to happen?
With the circles, I count it anything. I know Foundry adds these squares, but any square that has some of the circle in, you would count as being in that radius.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
For bigger circles. For little circles, it's, kind of straightforward.
Yeah, right.
But, because Foundry is not friendly to hexes, which is my preference. But, okay. So this vine, it's going to move 5 feet. And then it's going to dash.
OP.
Huh.
As it very slowly moves.
Interesting.
Sarah, it's your turn.
Huh. Sorry,
The
I was like
Thunderwave
really.
is probably the fastest it's moved in its life.
Oh,
Yeah.
it deck save if
And
it's still
yeah,
there, I
and
guess.
its
Yeah.
turn. It literally can't get away. So, where is it?
2 or
That's-
5.
It got a 15. So that's 2.
Yeah.
And resisted probably down to 1.
Yeah.
Hey.
The one
hey,
club
man,
is
it's-
back.
Yay!
Reen has done like the least damage of any character I've had the past 3 rounds. Or
I
games.
grab you by the collar. Welcome to my life.
So,
Okay, Cyrilla, you move to there.
well, before she moves, she's going to, she can't. Does she have something else she can do? How are those, slow thingies looking?
The assassin binds.
Yeah.
This one's only been hit for 1 point of damage, or like 6 points, I think.
Well, it 2 points of damage, I guess. If
Okay.
it, yeah.
It resists.
Yeah. So this one has taken a good chunk of damage.
Yeah. Keep stepping then. And just kind of turn to the Willow. Does it seem, I can't say that, perked up by my presence, or is it just still doing its thing?
It's plant flowers, that's the word I was looking for. Part, kind of revealing almost a doorway for you.
Doorway.
You get the sense that this is an invitation.
Oh, definitely accept it.
And she'll kind of look to it, look back. And she can't abandon her friends or her allies, especially not her sibling. I'm sorry, what was this druid's name again?
Shayla.
Sayla. Shayla. I don't think I can go on that yet. Well, this is still kind of happening out here. And
One
she'll
problem at a time.
coalesce the comets in her hand again, and she'll fire them off at the one in front of her, Radiant Fiddick. Look,
Okay.
cast the magic missile and do 3d4 plus 3 for 11. Hey, 2 1s! 11 points of
Okay.
comet damage.
It's looking like about half of its viney bits are gone.
And
Yay for viney bits.
yeah, I think that's gonna be it for her.
Okay.
She's good for now.
Switch.
Yeah, so Swish is going to point their warhammer at this one and say "Time Dolor" for Toll the Dead.
The one next to
Okay.
you or the other one?
No, the one next to Rin and Finnick.
Okay. That
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save. That's an 8.
8. All right. So it will take.
These things
If
are
it
dumb.
goes, 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Nice. Anything else?
No, I think that will be all.
Okay. Reen.
All right. Well, Reen's going to try to do something a little bit more effective this time. booming blade first. Take a stab at some of these vines. You fucking... It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Alright.
That's natural one for everyone who is only listening.
Yeah. It's happened like half of my attacks.
It's like 3 times tonight, I think, for you.
Irene has the worst luck.
Oh, yeah, before, though, I still... Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Green has about a 10% hit ratio at this point.
Yeah.
It's that +6. It's not good enough. So then, yeah, bonus action to...
Ram.
No. Seeing how slow it is, actually, move it. I'm gonna move it over to this, towards this one. Damn it.
Okay.
There we go. And ram it into it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see about a deck save. It got a 5.
All right. Yay.
There we go.
Full half damage.
And takes half damage.
And that is yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Fiddick.
Right. Well, now that all of its tubers are roasted, I am going to move here. No, I'm not. I lied. I will bite kick, I suppose.
Okay.
So bite for a 9.
That will not
Which
hit.
I assume, yes. I will
Nonsense.
unarmed strike as a bonus action for 21,
That will hit.
dealing 5,
Okay.
bludgeoning.
Hey, you got good damage for once.
I did. So
Like
yes.
I'll putty cat.
Oh yes. I think I'm going to try. No, I'm not going to. It's fine. That will be the end
Okay.
of it.
At the start of this creature's turn, going to move to here, so Fiddick, you will get an attack of opportunity.
I would love to. I will bite as an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Or crit.
Oh, nice.
So that will be a 7 piercing damage.
Okay. It's pretty low in health.
Still,
And it will use. You will see the reeds sprout up and grab at your ankles, and I would like Fiddick, Reen, and Swish to make strength saves.
strength.
Don't worry, you have a bardic inspiration.
That's true.
There we
So roll
go.
2.
But I don't think I'll need it with a 17.
Okay, Swish, you are
11.
restrained. And this
No
area
one's-
is difficult terrain.
I mean, everything is already. So.
Yeah.
What happened? It came crashing to the ground? What?
No,
No.
the reeds came up to restrain you.
Did it take Moonbeam?
Oh,
Stop
it did
the
not
restraint.
take Moonbeam damage. Moonbeam.
Maybe it died.
It
these-
did succeed. So instead of 2, I'm just gonna roll 1d10. It took 10 damage, but is still alive.
Fuck.
Are the reeds part of the creature?
No, it seems like it commanded the nearby reeds to rise.
Okay. Can the reeds make dex saving throws?
Sure. Well, they can't really. They're not actually alive.
Okay.
I mean, they can roll 0 because
Yeah.
they're reeds and they have no movement, so how can they dodge anything?
Yeah. That's an auto fail.
I guess realistically, do they have like hit points? Is
You
the
get the
important
feeling
question.
that if you could damage them enough, they might fall, and you would be no longer restrained. You're not
Cool.
sure how much enough is.
Huh.
Look,
You know what? Fuck it, I got a bunch of charges.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if they take 15 thunder damage.
You are no longer restrained.
Yes.
Yeah. The reeds and several frogs.
That's your curse. I mean, it is 1 XP by frog, so, you know,
Swish
you're that
frog.
much closer.
Oh,
The Frog Slayer.
All
I
right.
don't feel kind of bad. I actually killed a few frogs.
With that, it's Shayla's turn. Pretty basic. She's just gonna move the moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
And then some other creatures join the party.
Nice.
So, the assassin vine is going to go for Swish. It is going to move 10 feet away from the fire because it doesn't like that. And try to constrict Swish. That's a 12.
That will miss.
And this flower creature is going to release a puff of pollen. And please make a wisdom save, Cyrilla.
That's always good.
First of all, how fucking dare you? Second of all, I will. Shit. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you feel almost a pull from this flower, but you do not feel compelled by it.
Stay away from the flowers. Shall I?
I mean, we're just fighting
Bless you.
like these vines, and we're like, we are!
Like, I'm in the back again.
And Cyrilla, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'll say it. I said, fuck them flowers. Stepping back the fuck out. And how is this tree assassin doing?
This one, extremely bad. This one is doing well.
Like, took so little damage that it's not even like having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a bad... No. Let's see. Save the shit for if shit goes sideways. But I can spare another comet raising, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a magic missile.
All
As
right.
far as
yeah.
the motes of energy pop off from her skin.
three
from
going to this
constellations. All of them going to that same one.
Okay.
So 3d4 plus 3. For 11. 2 ones again!
And the vines separate and wilt and return to the ground.
Good. As it should.
And kind of in the heat of battle, but she kind of thinks back to the trees she met. Was it Aiden? Is the only one I remember.
Declan, and
Declan.
what was the third one?
Brayden. No.
Yeah, it was like
Ronan.
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 Yes.
Well, she'll think back to the 3 tree acquaintances that she made recently. Think back to what they said about not wanting to, to see their friends be like this. And she grows quite somber instantly, and then she just kind of thinks of her ancestor and just utters a silent prayer to find peace in whatever sort of afterlife or cycle that they're a part of.
Okay.
And she'll end her turn.
Okay. Swish.
Let's see. So Swish is going to move over here.
That will do an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
Gonna smack him back.
That's a natural 20
Nice.
for 16 bludgeoning, and you will in fact not be moving because you will be grappled.
Oh god.
Okay. It will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 10.
Pretty good.
Alright. So
Which should get it, right?
yeah. So it will take 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay. And then go ahead and move yourself back, yeah.
Yeah. I guess no guiding bolt. So instead, will be casting Thunderwave.
Okay.
We'll need a con save now.
Con. It got a natural 20 for 23.
God
Amazing.
damn.
So it should take
Half damage.
half
not be moved.
damage, yeah.
Okay.
And it will not be moved, unfortunately. It'll take
That's still good
9
damage.
points of thunder damage.
Okay. Nice.
Crap, yeah.
And as
Oh shit.
Then as a bonus action, we'll use Misty Step
Okay.
and teleport all the way over to
Oh. Hi.
just feel a little whirlwind of mist and then yeah. I don't like these things.
Oh,
I
you're
like it better than the mounds, though. And that'll be Swish's turn.
Okay. Green.
Well, bonus action to pull the flaming sphere over here. In a way.
If it goes over me, will I die?
No, I have to ram it into someone to get that damage. They have to end their turn in it.
Dex save. It got a natural 1 on its dex save. So, the duality of tree.
Nice. All right. And then
Just push your finger into its eyes.
Okay. So it takes half damage.
And then, Vidic, I think we should move up this direction, and he won't be able to follow us through the fire
think
very
so,
easily.
too.
It's yeah, ring, and I still have an action though. Gonna assume they don't have very high intelligence. Dash.
Okay.
30.
Be careful of the flower.
And that's all.
Okay. Vidic.
Right. I will move dash over here. And since being here seems to make us safe from flowers, I will enjoy this turn.
Okay. The Willow. Who's the closest? Reen is the closest. So,
Intentionally so.
Oh, it's a 10-foot sphere, so it includes.
Oh no.
10-foot radius, 10-foot diameter.
10-foot radius.
Oof. Yes, that is huge.
Be one smaller than that.
It should be.
Oh
like,
wait,
look
no,
at the circle,
it's
don't
bigger.
look at the
Yeah. I forgot.
So it's actually gonna be there. So all of you need to make strength saves.
Come on.
Huzzah!
Strong
A nat
today.
1.
I can't believe how many now.
Okay, and Sirla?
Wow.
Gotcha. 2.
Okay, so Sirla, Rinjig and Swish get pulled in by roots. And since you all moved, you are going to take some damage as your backs are pulled against the ground. That is 15 bludgeoning, and you guys are prone.
I'm going to. Let's see.
Wish is very, very bloodied.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Say that damage again.
15.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Glyph of Aegis, and use both the rune tattoos on my shoulders that go out when this damage happens, and she's going to reduce by 2d6
Okay.
Wait, what?
for herself.
Oh, for herself. I was like, huh?
Ow! So she reduces by 4. So she's not bloodied, but she's hurt.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to do a con
Con save.
save. Not at advantage, though.
But still a success.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is the Willow's turn. Shayla is going to move her Moonbeam as an action. And let's see, I don't think she really has anything for bonus actions. But just kind of call out, "You go to the tree, I'll take care of this thing."
Into the flowers or the tree there?
Into the tree, kill the flowers if you have to.
I mean, my friends are being dragged towards it. I'll see what I can do.
And this one will enter the fray. And Shayla got Moonbeam, so the Assassin Vine has to make a con save, which it succeeds, so it takes a d10. That's a d8. Which is 4 radiant. And it's going to dash. The Eldritch Blossom is going to release spores. So everybody but Fiddick, please make a wisdom save.
Yeah. Fuck. 7.
19.
Okay, and Reen?
Oh, I apologize. 4.
Okay. So Swish, you are fine, but Reen and Sirla.
Or is it for charm, by chance?
Yes, do you get advantage for that?
I do. Yep.
So that would be an 18, so you're fine.
Sweet.
I'm
But
not.
Sirla, you are charmed. You are incapacitated, which means no actions or bonus actions, and must use all your movement to get as close to the flower as possible.
Oh,
This,
look at that. It's my turn coming up.
mhm. And with that, it is your turn. So you must move towards the flower.
I'll get up right on top of it.
Well, move back a little bit because I can't see you. And it is such a beautiful flower. It's purple and,
Oh, wait,
there's
where was
light
I?
on the inside.
Was here? I was prone,
Yeah.
so stand
Okay.
up, half movement, and then half that again, rounded down is boop.
Well, it takes you half your movement to get up.
Yeah.
And
The
then
difficult
Mhm.
terrain.
Yeah. So
So that's
it's
15
ridiculous. Yeah.
divided by 2, rounded down. Ah. So yeah, they should like, oh, that's a pretty flower. And just kind of start shambling over to it.
Mhm.
Seem to be unconcerned about the all the gashes on her back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be your turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Swish, you are prone.
Yeah, so Swish is going to stand up. God, fucking druid, and cast Healing Word on themselves. For 7 healing damage. Still bloodied. And then turn towards the Willow and cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okay.
Right,
and
22 to hit.
that'll hit.
Damn.
Fucking up.
It will take 21
shit.
radiant damage.
Okay.
And then, let's see, we'll
Stand up.
move closer to Cyrilla. And then their turn.
Okay. Reen.
Wolverine is not impressed with his flaming sphere at the moment, so gonna go ahead and just let go of it. And then before I get up, going to it's not on there. A played song.
Okay.
I can find it. Alright. Stand up. So now that would leave 30 left. And I suppose I attack the flower. Sorry. Reen will move over here and stab at the flower.
Okay.
No.
Hmm?
That'll
Oh,
hit.
hey, finally. Woo, woo, woo.
Is it a pretty flower or is it one of those ugly bog flowers?
Oh, fucking balls.
I-
Oh, it's not adding my... Oh, I didn't type it to add my... +4.
Okay, so 8.
Oh, yeah, +4. Right? No, +6. Sorry. +4.
+4, yeah. Well, Cyrilla would say it's a beautiful flower. It's pretty. It's not like an ugly bog flower. It doesn't look like it belongs. It's more like a water lily, but
It's
purple.
not a corpse flower.
No. Fitic.
I will move dash by using a key point,
Okay.
allowing me 135 feet of movement, which means 65.
Okay.
So I will run with 50 feet. And then unless this tree is physically moving and animated,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to climb up 10 feet automatically by just like I continue running up the trunk, the
Okay.
trunk basically. So like I'll place myself here to represent that I'm 10 foot
Mhm.
in the tree.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, and that will be my turn because that's move, action, and bonus action.
Okay. The Weeping Willow will weep as tears fall from the flowers, spreading along the ground in a 15-foot radius. So that's Reen and Fidik.
I am not on the ground. I'm 10 feet up.
You're still like there's tears
Right.
dripping on you.
Okay, sure. There's
Make a
other
wisdom-
flowers in the thing.
Well, the tree. You're in the tree.
Yeah, like
You're not
the
at the
tree
top of the
has-
tree yet.
Yeah, like
I assume
all
it's
of
bigger than 10 feet, yeah.
it should be 15 feet. So that's a
I
wisdom
will use my bardic inspiration for
Okay.
this.
and a wisdom save from Reen as well.
I apologize.
13.
Okay,
Ooh, Jesus.
13 will fail. 15 will succeed.
Yeah.
So
But-
what
Oh,
happens?
but
Sure.
yeah.
Fidik is you are charmed and you start to cry as you feel a deep and intense sadness. So you cannot move more than 15 feet away from the willow. But you otherwise are not constricted in what actions you can take on your next
It-
round.
Since Shayla
Mhm.
did tell us, I mean, Fidik remembers one thing she said to Sarla yesterday, which was, "You don't know death."
Mhm.
Fidik certainly knows death.
Mhm.
Can I identify like why I'm sad? Like, is
Sure.
it
Roll
it's
insight.
projecting? Sure. I will insight myself. 14.
Okay. You know that, well, this is the source is the tree. You are feeling its feelings, but it also brings forth your own sadness,
what I
your own
figured.
grief.
I have not processed it.
Perhaps that
much.
is why you could not quite succeed in the wisdom save, as the grief was so real to you. And Shayla will move the moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
An OP spell.
Yeah. She's actually gonna keep it there and try and bring the vine away from. Okay. This blossom. Okay. is going to throw out pollen. Fiddick and Cirla, you are already charmed by a creature, so you are not affected. But Swish and Reen, go ahead and make wisdom saves.
Nice.
Okay, that's a success for Reen. Okay,
17.
and that's a success for Swish. The Assassin Vine is going to take its Moonbeam damage. Failed a con save. That's 2. Ooh, that's only 3 damage. And is going to try and entangle Shayla. Get a 25 and deal 15 bludgeoning. And get out of the Moonbeam. This blossom is going to exude spores again, and I need Reen and Swish to make wisdom saves.
Okie dokie.
Dirty 20.
Hey, I'd like. Fucking wow.
Reen got a
Fucking
0
wow.
and a 1. So Reen, same thing.
I think you need a new dice set.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Reen, you are incapacitated and charmed. Cirla, at the end, so you must use your movement to get closer, and then at the end of your turn, make another wisdom save.
Oh, I'm going to hit on this. Yeah, 19.
Okay, you are no longer charmed, but your turn is over.
What? And she kind of comes into awareness of, seeing probably the mark on the tree, seeing all her friends around her, seeing it's probably gone to shit, and she just kind of feels dread. And
Okay.
yeah, it's her turn.
Swish.
Alright. Swish is going to move up to this blossom
Okay.
and just try to smash it with their warhammer.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
That will hit.
Yeah, 15.
It is very easy to hit. It is a flower.
Okay. That will be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, it is barely
Mhm.
alive.
Amazing. And then
You can
going
kill
to
it.
cast a bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me find that minion. There you are. It's going to appear next to the weeping willow.
Okay.
Make an attack at its trunk.
Okay.
Nope. Swish. Stop.
Yeah.
For an 18
That
to
will
hit.
hit.
It will deal 11
yeah.
force damage.
Oh, yeah.
Shayla will be like, "You idiot! Stop attacking it."
Stop hitting it.
Tell it to stop hitting me!
Reen.
It fucking started it, I'ma fucking finish it!
Anything else, Swish?
No, that's Swish's turns.
Okay. Reen, you are incapacitated as you are staring at the beauty of this flower.
Oh, thanks.
Fiddick.
Do I get a save?
Oh, yes, sorry, you get a wisdom save. My bad. Oh my god. Your luck is so bad. That's a 4.
I
Doesn't
mean,
help
when
with
it
negative
when
one.
it dies,
Yeah.
it's going to free you. Can I mean, what I wanted to do in this turn of crying is just go up to a slightly higher branch and kind of sit down on it
Okay.
and put my hand, just my arm around the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And in Sylvan, I'm just going to say like this. They are gone, are they? They said they would be with us all the rest of our lives. Now they're gone. And the world is that much lesser for it. I get how you can look around and see all this hate and ugliness and just want to rampage and destroy it all. And we mustn't. It's not, for better or for worse, that's what we have. I kind of look around. Like at the bog, which Fiddick finds particularly ugly. Can I attempt to persuade it?
Yeah, so what I'm going to have you do, you would get advantage for that speech, but since Swish is attacking it, you get disadvantage, so it's a flat roll. But you can use your wisdom modifier for persuasion.
I would like that, yes. So I'll roll persuasion, but I'll have 2 more.
Okay. Go for it.
14.
Okay. You believe that you have somewhat shifted this creature's disposition. It is not fully...
It's not really reacting.
It seems to almost relax its defensive posture, but it's not fully changed its mind.
I get it. That will be, I assume, the end of my turn.
Yeah, a bonus action if you want.
My bonus action is hitting it, so no. No, I will not bonus.
Okay. The Weeping Willow now has a neutral disposition, so will not attack. Oops. Shayla.
Am I still sad? Do I
Yes,
get a
you are
save at
still
the end of my round?
Yes, you do get a wisdom save.
So am I still sad? Like, I don't know, man. That's up to
I'm
you.
still sad. I'm still sad.
You are still sad.
I mean, I am still sad.
Shayla's gonna move this moonbeam to try and hurt it. And will risk an attack of opportunity to run 30 feet. So it's gonna make an attack of opportunity and hit her, so she won't run. She will, in fact, take bludgeoning damage and be grappled. And you also see poison drip onto her skin. She takes 16 points of poison damage, which she is resistant to.
Hey.
Damn, she's good.
Yeah.
I want to be bitten off by a fox and maggots as well. That sounds
That would
OP.
be nice for the insects. The Blossom is going to reach out to Swish with its pollen. Swish, please make a wisdom save.
19.
Okay. You are not charmed by these plants at all.
Too pissed off.
Yeah, seriously.
Die.
I'm too angry to be charmed, damn it!
Ah, barbarian, I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, actually taking a little barbarian.
I can actually see that. Yeah, Storm Herald or whatever it's called.
Okay.
I've never looked at
So
the barbarian
Moonbeam
contest, actually. I should
does
do that.
16 points of damage to the vine, which is now looking
Splintered.
bloodied, and is going to then move its way around Shayla, who is still grappled.
And poisoned.
Yes. Well, she doesn't have the poisoned condition, she just took poison.
I got it.
damage.
In real world talk, that means poison. Yes.
So you guys know the drill with this. It's going to
Yeah.
exude pollen. Sirla and Swish, please make wisdom saves.
That was almost a nat 20.
18.
Sirla, you are once again charmed by this plant.
Yeah. And hey, it's my turn!
Yep. You are
Well, it's not
incapacitated.
Yep. So going from concerned and what the fuck Swish to pretty flower. Never mind, it's okay. And she just sits down next to it and just stares at it.
Okay. Swish, you have noticed the change in disposition in this willow. But it is your turn.
Yeah, I was like, I either need the Willow to do something or Sarah to do something to stop attacking it. So, first it'll be a Warhammer attack against this stupid flower.
Okay.
Going to be a. Well, I guess they don't count as my allies right now. So 15 to hit.
That will hit. And it will.
For 3 damage.
That will be it for. It had 2 hit points. So that will be it for the flower.
Am I still charmed by the flower?
No.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
cool.
You love the death flower.
And then bonus action, the spiritual weapon, which was in the form of a woodcutter's axe, by the way.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Hold on. Fuck you. In particular, you dusty ass with the Willow.
But it will be making an attack against this flower over here.
Okay.
And where's the... For a 19 to hit,
That will certainly hit.
and 11
wow.
points of force damage.
That flower is barely hanging on to just under half of its petals.
Nice.
We're halfway there.
What?
Whoa. We're living on prayer. I'm glad you caught the reference immediately.
Alright, and then free action, Swish is going to glare at the Willow, just in case it is
Mhm.
even thinking about doing anything else.
Yeah.
And then we'll let it return there.
Reen.
Alright. Yeah, Reen's gonna run up here and try to finish off this flower.
Okay.
Not that the booming blade matters, that's just he can do it every time, so he will.
Yeah. That'll hit.
Right. Indeed.
Whoa! Wait, Reen hit something!
I know.
Guys,
yeah.
Reen hit something!
It's my
A
second
flower
time
with an
today.
AC 5.
Yeah.
And which you reduce to petals.
Oh
I'm
my
just-
goodness.
You're
Nice one,
beside
Reen.
yourself
It's
right
about
now.
time you hit something. That was in character
Wow.
switch.
So awful. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are doing it. That's my turn.
Okay. Hitik.
Well, I'm still sad, so I'm
Yeah.
still going to talk to it. Still in Sylvan. I know that if you look at my friends there, they're just afraid. They're afraid of you, they're afraid of what you mean, and they're afraid of this bog. there's a rage inside you, but no can lead you down such a dark path. I don't know if you can see this. And I'll open my mouth and I'll just show him like the roof of my mouth. Like inside where a bluish deep symbol is like carved into Fiddick's palate.
Alright. Give me another.
Yep.
Give me another persuasion with wisdom.
That is a 20.
Alright.
Dirty.
Its disposition seems to have turned more favorably towards you. And those of you who can see, these vines return to being vines. So Shayla is going to move. This way.
I'll just do my wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry.
As well. No, it's fine. Yeah, I can't stop crying. I'm just. It's not doing well. It's not going well for Finn.
Yeah. So the Weeping Willow spends its turn weeping. And Shayla cannot move the moonbeam as far as she would like, but she will move it to here. And say, get the fucking flower. And Flower will join the party. Last Flower. Cirilla. There is a Weeping Willow and a Flower.
Her immediate concern is with the Weeping Willow. She's seeing Fiddick kind of just sitting up in the branches, talking to it. Is he talking loud enough for everyone to hear, or is it just to...
Just
I think
to
it's
be-
loud enough to be heard, but it's in Sylvan.
Okay. But I can still at least understand the intent and the emotion behind it.
Yeah.
So what she's going to do... She thinks back to her mother's teachings and how the Mythweavers have always been some sort of pillar of support for their community, whether it be directly on the battlefield and somewhat like Rin as more of like a swashbuckling type of I'm here with you, to a herbalist who stays in the village and makes potions and tonics and such, to brilliant dancers and conversationalists, therapists. There's been a multitude of people in the Mythweaver line that have taken up different ways of helping their community, and seeing Fiddick sort of calm this thing down, she'll just do a bardic inspiration to Fiddick, and this memory that he gets is more specific. There was an old man in Sierra's village, called him Old Man Wrigley. He was part of an elite troop of that village called the Constellation Warriors. He went off to go protect from some dastardly beast or otherworldly entity or whatever. But when he came home from that conflict, he learned that his wife and child had passed on. And
You want to make Fiddick cry even more?
Yep. And
Okay.
there is a potent, lingering anger. That's not the right word. Rage. That makes anger feel like a sort of like a child's emotions. The rage that was in this man for years and years, as he could no longer grow old with the person that they loved and had to bury a child. And they were bitter for the longest time until they found their love of nature, and a Mythweaver kind of pops into the brain as sort of like a guide showing them the rest of the world is still turned, it still is beautiful, it still is sad, and it's at first it's a very sort of like puffed up chest reaction to it of, yeah, you know, there's bitterness that wells up, like, yeah, the world's still turning, but my world stopped. But then there's a sudden, like a little string that pulls as they feel the connection of the entire world around them. They feel the wind in their hair, the petals that flake off from their skin from the cherry blossoms above or something. And it's a very sort of singularity or unity or one with everything moment that sort of envelops this bitterness and this anger and this apathy and rage and everything, as a sort of nirvana is reached, as he can feel his family with him. Even when they're gone, they would hate to see him like this. So old man Wrigley, he raises his head, and as he raises his hand and bows his head, and he truly humbles himself among the unity of nature. And he's at peace. And as those emotions are being pushed into him, the bark inspiration, I guess he kind of comes back into it, and Selah's explaining the story of Old Man Wrigley in a more frenzied and slightly less eloquent way. But she's, trying to get this in the pitch of, whatever is going on here. But she's going to play a supporting role for Fiddick instead.
Okay.
So that's going to be the bardic inspiration.
The last thing I wanted was to feel at one with the fucking bog, but thanks.
You're welcome.
Now
This
I
tree
feel like I've
is
attained
you.
nirvana with this fucking place.
Mm-hmm. This tree is you, man. And you are this tree.
I'm already crying. I can't.
So yeah, that's going to and just for a more helpy shit, just using the help action for
Oh. Okay.
For Fiddick for whatever they want to do. So it's I'm guessing when their shit comes up, it's going to be like a D6 with advantage, essentially. To
Okay,
put it
so you're
mechanically.
using the help action?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll
both
write
with the bardic inspiration, what's that?
Generally, well, for like an attack or something, you have to be within 5 feet, but it's fine for you to use help from a distance. But
I mean, it's a skill check. It's not going to.
yeah, but I would need you to say something to
As-
the tree or do something other than the bardic inspiration to help.
Yet some creatures even have the ability to do it at a distance.
That's a rogue feature.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that was part of the speech with Old Man Wrigley as she explains it,
Okay.
A little
Well, I
more
thought that was
less
just
eloquently.
I thought that was just to. You said that all out loud. Not
Yes,
just
but
to-
less eloquently. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So if I need to
then
get
you'll
closer, I
definitely
can
get
get closer.
advantage.
What was that?
Okay, so it'll definitely be advantage then.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that is how it works.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Swish. Unless
Um,
Cirla had any movement.
Do 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 do. Come on, you can. Oh wait, that's not me.
like wrong,
That's
wrong
me.
Mythweaver.
Wrong blue bordered. Yeah, she'll just get a little closer, and she just
Okay.
has her hands up, and she's like, explaining the story.
Mhm.
Getting through it quicker than she normally would, but the emotion of it goes raw into Fiddick himself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
As you move closer, you step onto more tiers. I'd like a wisdom save. With advantage, because you just told a story of,
I'm terrible at this. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you just make it.
Yeah.
So you do feel a growing sadness, but you're able to empathize, but put up, a boundary between you and the Willow. And it's Swish's turn.
Yeah, so the woodcutter's axe is going to move and make an attack against the last remaining flower.
Okay.
Fuck that flower, Swish.
Whoa,
No, don't.
That'll hit.
15 for an incredible 5 points of force damage.
That's okay. You cut off some petals.
And I'm not concentrating on anything else, am I? No. Spiritual weapon is not concentration.
No.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. So Swish is gonna move here and just cast guidance on Sarah for wisdom.
Okay.
Hey. That's my sibling right there.
Green. You're up.
Green will run over here and try to kill this thing, hopefully. Probably not, though. And
I believe you can hit a 5 AC.
Hey, just
You
wait for the
do.
natural.
You
Oh,
do hit it.
all right.
The one
Okay.
5 damage. Woo.
Hey, 5 damage club, let's go.
You hurt
Alright.
it, but it is not quite dead.
doesn't
And
move.
oh, that's all.
Okay. Hitchik.
I'm going to go quickly through this, but basically, I tell this tree, this world takes a lot from us. And it seems that at every single turn, it wants to turn us into monsters. And it would be easy. It would be so easy to just give in and do it and mirror the world. You can be more. I mean, look around you. All these dead trees. You're definitely apart from it. Unique. Can be better. Shining bit of life in this bog, this dead bog. You don't have to kill everything. And even if this world killed your person. And that's it.
Okay.
If I can.
Advantage?
Yeah, advantage on persuasion with wisdom still.
Yep.
With a possible. I mean, I'm going to try and bring it to new heights. Also with the Bardic, so I'll add D6 to it. Bring it to 26.
20. Oh, you included.
Oh, 28. No, yeah, that's true. 28 persuasion with the wisdom.
That could have been 30.
I'm sorry.
How
I
do
can
you
only
at least
do
clear
so
25?
much.
You got a 25.
I've drained all the luck from Rinjig to get that high.
Well,
But you'd have way higher than that.
That's true. I would have had crit after crit after crit.
It's a natural 50. I don't know how.
Your sadness abates as the tears stop rolling down from the willow, as it seems to relax and almost embrace you. And this flower turns into a normal flower, missing some petals, but
Oh, how did that happen?
and the weeping willow in your ear says, "Guide me." And that's where we will end our session.
Ah!
I did.
So
I
thank you
will
guys
ride a
for-
tree.
Mhm.
Yay!
Yeah.
It came
So
full
thanks
circle.
everybody who tuned in. This has been Fadehome, and I hope to see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye, chat. Like,
Bye.
comment, subscribe, do cocaine, whatever you want, really. Be gay,
Don't-
do crimes.
We don't condone illegal things here.
Harm reduction.
All right.